Hello, today I'll be talking about Tornadus, the first pure flying Pokemon, and the only single stage and legendary pure flying Pokemon, as of the filming of this. Its previous BYC dates are November 28th, 1997, September 18th, 2000, July 10th, 2003, April 30th, 2006, February 18th, 2009, December 10th, 2011, September 30th, 2014, July 21st, 2017, May 11th, 2020, and March 2nd, 2023. I'm surprised we're talking about Tornadus so late, as I always remember him, Thundurus, and Landorus for being Gen 4 legendary Pokemon for some reason. Maybe I feel like it just fits their designs more. Speaking of the design of Tornadus, I love how it looks like a monster weather genie in its incarnate form. I don't know why it looks like it has breasts in its Therian form. Anyway, let's get into the Bulbapedia article. Hello and welcome to the Bulbapedia section of the video. Today we'll be talking about Tornadus, the Cyclone Pokemon. His number is 0641. This is its incarnate form. This is what it looks like. This is its Therian form. This is what it looks like. Type is flying. This is our first flying Pokemon. I'll point out the different shades of blue in the flying. Abilities, Prankster. Defiant is its ability. Regenerator is its ability in its Therian form. Gender ratio is 100% male. Catch rate is 3 or 1.6%. Breeding's egg group. No eggs discovered. Hatch time is 120 cycles. Egg not obtainable. Height in its incarnate form is 4'11" or 1.5 meters. And 4'7" or 1.4 meters in its Therian form. Weight, regardless, is 138.9 pounds, or 63 kilograms. Base experience yields 261, leveling rate is slow. AV yield is 3. In its incarnate form, it's in attack, and in its Therian form, it's in speed. Shape is that. Other forms may have other shapes. Has no feet, so has no footprint. Pokedex color is green, and base friendship is 90. Tornadus is a flying type legendary Pokemon introduced in Gen 5. But is not known to evolve into or from any Pokemon. Tornadus has a second form activated by using the Reveal Glass. Its original form, incarnate form, will then become Therian form. Its Therian form was officially revealed on May 12th, 2012, along with Thundurus, Landorus, and Enamorus. It's part of the forces of nature in Pokemon the series Black and White. It is associated with Meloetta. Biology in incarnate form. Tornadus is a green, muscular humanoid Pokemon, which resembles a genie. It is a male-only species with no female counterpart. On its forehead are 2 purple, long, and sharp horns. Tornadus has white, wavy, and billowy styled hair, a spiky white mustache, and 2 pointed green ears on either side of its head. Its eyes are yellow with beady white irises and no visible pupils. The front of Tornadus's body is covered in various irregularly shaped purple spots. Its broad chest consists of 2 jointed, diamond-shaped pectorals. Its shoulders and elbows are adorned with Magatama shapes, and on top of its navel is a teardrop, all colored purple. It has 2 spotted muscular arms with 5 fingers on each hand. Its lower body consists of a trailing cloud with a purple, long, curling tail tipped with a whorl. Spanning the length of its tail, Tornadus has several whorled structures. They are a light khaki color and follow the same direction as the tip of its tail. Tornadus can travel at speeds of 200 miles per hour, 320 kilometers per hour. It can whirl up frigid storms with its tail, which is strong enough to blow away houses and change the seasons. Tornadus is feared and despised by people and farmers for the destruction it causes with its ferocious gales when unleashed. It often comes into conflict with Thundurus, having fought each other since the beginning of time. Tornadus can unleash many icy whirlwinds along with surrounding itself with a wind shield, protect itself from harm. It attacks with savagely cold winds that cause both body and spirit to tremble. It lives in the sky, usually around snowy areas. It remains in its incarnate form while residing in a region. Tornadus is the only known Pokemon capable of learning the move Bleak Wind Storm. Forms: Tornadus has 2 forms, incarnate form and Therian form. In Therian form, Tornadus is a large green bipedal, long-necked, avian Pokemon. It now lacks any visible ears, and the horns on its forehead have become thinner and crest-like. Tornadus's hair is also now crest-like, and the direction of its hair whorl is reversed. The style of its hair is now more relaxed as well, proudly flowing down its long neck. Tornadus's mustache now takes on a more beak-like appearance, puffing out on the edges like coarse plumage against its cheeks. Its eyes remain yellow, but with larger irises that still lack visible pupils. Its chest is now fuller, but remains largely unchanged, while its navel is now bejeweled with a red gem. Tornadus's arms have now become large, spanning, feathered wings, each possessing thumbs and 5 large purple-tipped primary feathers. It has 2 strong legs and sharp talons, each with 3 sharp purple claws and 1 dew claw. Tornadus's tail remains largely unchanged, although it appears less curved than before. On its lower back, it has a large, trailing, cloud-like puff. Tornadus's Therian form is its true form, which is only revealed by the reveal glass. It is known to travel around oceans in this form in search of a region to reside in. In this form, it is known to inhabit the Interdream Zone. Incarnate form, Therian form. Game data: Pokédex entries in Gen 5. Black. The lower half of its body is wrapped in a cloud of energy. It zooms through the sky at 200 miles per hour. White. Tornadus expels massive energy from its tail, causing severe storms. Its power is great enough to blow houses away. Noctoon White 2. In every direction it flies, creating winds so powerful they blow everything away. In Gen 6, X is Black's entry, Y is White's entry, Omega Ruby is Black and X's entry, and Alpha Sapphire's White and Y's entry. In Gen 8, I don't know that I've done this yet, this Pokemon has no Pokédex entries in Sword, Shield, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl. In its incarnate form in Legends Arceus, the storm-stirring Pokemon is said to cause the season to turn by whipping up the air. I suspect its human-like form to be a false one. For its Therian form, Legends Arceus, an example of what is known as a form change, though I suspect the strange avian guise to be Tornadus's true form. Tornadus has been sighted crossing the ocean while in this form. Game locations. Side game locations. Tornadus in Pokepark 2, Winters Beyond. Got all this. In events. Held items in events, it has the Revival Herb 100% of the time, and Gold Bottle Cap 100% of the time. Stats. Base stats will compare Incarnate form and Therian form. Therian form. HP 79, that stays the same. Attack 115, that goes down to 100. Defense 70, that goes up to 80. Special attack 125, that goes down to 110. Special defense 80, that goes up to 90. Speed 111, that goes up to 121. They both have a total of 580. Type effectiveness, damage normally by normal, flying, poison, ghost, steel, fire, water, psychic, dragon, dark, and fairy. Weak to rock, electric, and ice, all for double, immune to ground. Resistant to fighting, bog, and grass, all for half. Notes: if gravity is in effect, this Pokemon is given an Iron Ball or a Ring target, or it is affected by Smackdown or Ingrain, the effectiveness of ground type moves is 1, so go from 0 to 1. Learn set by leveling up. 1. Astonishing Gust. 5 Leer, 10 Swagger, 15 Bite, 20 Air Cutter, 25 Agility, 30 Tailwind, 35 Air Slash, 40 Crunch, 45 Extra Sensory, 50 Uproar, 55 Hammer Arm, 60 Rain Dance, 65 Hurricane, 70 Thrash, and 77 Bleak Windstorm. By TM 001 Takedown, 4 Agility, 6 Scary Face, 7 Protect, 14 Acrobatics, 18 Thief, 22 Chilling Water, 25 Facade, 34 Icy Wind, 40 Air Cutter, 43 Fling, 47 Endure, 49 Sunny Day, 50 Rain Dance, 51 Sandstorm, 52 Snowscape, 58 Brick Break, 60 U-Turn, 62 Foul Play, 64 Bulk Up, 65 Air Slash, 66 Body Slam, 70 Sleep Talk, 80 Metronome, 81 Grass Knot, 85 Rest, 87 Taunt, 94 Dark Pulse, 97 Fly, 103 Substitute, 108 Crunch, 113 Tailwind, 118 Heat Wave, 120 Psychic, 134 Reversal, 140 Nasty Plot, 148 Sludge Bomb, 152 Giga Impact, 158 Focus Blast, 160 Hurricane, 163 Hyper Beam, 171 Terra Blast, 179 Smackdown, 181 Knockoff, 191 Uproar, 193 Weather Ball, 199 Lash Out, and 214 Sludge Wave. By breeding, there's nothing. Side game data for the Incarnate form, you got all this. Pokepark 2, Wonders Beyond, the Pokepark pad entry. He was too powerful, so his power was confined in a shrine. He caused trouble in the past, but he's calmed down and is enjoying the slow life. Got all this. For its Therian form, we got all this. Form data. Tornadus has 2 interchangeable forms, Incarnate form and Therian form. Its Therian form was introduced in Pokemon Black 2 and White 2. By default, Tornadus is in its Incarnate form. When exposed to the Reveal Glass, it changes into its Therian form. If exposed to the Reveal Glass again, it reverts to Incarnate form. In Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, Tornadus cannot be traded while in Therian form. This prevents Therian form from being traded to Pokemon Black and White, where it doesn't exist. The two forms have different base stats, abilities, and cries. Its Therian form only has one possible ability, despite its incarnate form also having a hidden ability. In Pokemon's Super Mystery Dungeon, Tornadus can select its form upon being selected as a team member from the Pokemon world, incarnate form, Tornadus, Reveal Glass from the Inter Dream Zone, Therian form, Tornadus. And you got these. I already talked about all this. Evolution data is just Tornadus. Sprites here is a lot darker colors and a lot more simplified, a little bit goofier looking, a lot less menacing. So shiny is blue, replaces the purple, gold replaces the yellow, and it's different green. So then, black 2 and white 2, you have the Therian form. Pretty good, yeah. Probably darker colors as well, and then, of course, takes the same kind of concept. And this is a different color. Stool. In Gen 6, the models. Pretty good adaptation, I'd say. In Gen 7, not really much changes. In Gen 8, get the much better models in Sword and Shield. I got these. In Circeus, you get these models. It's cut off because a lot of, like, all the birds are. Homes, you got these models. Animation, incarnate form, Tornadus in Pokemon the series, black and white. Tornadus anime is the big one. Therian form, Tornadus in Pokemon the series, black and white. All this. In the manga, incarnate form, Tornadus in Pokemon Adventures. Therian form, Tornadus in Pokemon Adventures. Got all this. In the TCG. Other appearances, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Tornadus appears as a spirit in its incarnate form. Trivia. Tornadus and Thundurus have identical base stat distributions in their incarnate forms. Tornadus is the first Pokemon to be pure flying type, making the type the last one to have a single type Pokemon. Due to being a pure flying type, Tornadus is the only Pokemon that can have the flying type backdrop in the Hall of Fame after defeating the Pokemon League in Black and White and Black 2 and White 2. This backdrop will always reflect the Pokemon's primary type, but all half-flying type Pokemon had flying as their secondary type. Tornadus is the only member of the Forces of Nature to be single-type Pokemon. When Tornadus appears on Route 7 in Pokemon Black, Thundurus' cry is heard. In an interview with Nintendo Dream, Ken Sugimori revealed that Tornadus was originally intended to be colored red to pair with Thundurus' blue. Tornadus' color was changed because the pair ended up looking too similar to Throw and Sock. In Black 2 and White 2, Tornadus' Therian form had the same shape as its incarnate form. Origin in incarnate form, Tornadus is based on Fujin, the kami of wind. It may also have drawn some inspiration from Jin or Animoe. For the latter, it may be specifically inspired by the north wind Boreas, who brings the winter, which is shown in the Pokemon signature move, Bleak Wind Storm. In Therian form, Tornadus resembles a bird of prey. It is mostly similar to an eagle, vulture, or other large avian species. It is also loosely inspired by the vermilion bird of the Chinese for symbols. May also draw inspiration from other avian mythological figures, such as Huitzilopochtli, a god from the Aztec mythology that resembles a hummingbird, or from Garuda, a mythical bird-like creature with both zoomorphic and anthropomorphic features. Name origin, Tornadus and Tornillos may be a combination of tornado and Aeolus, ruler of the winds in Greek mythology, also spelled Iolos. Languages for incarnate form and Therian form. Later articles, references, external links, the legendary Pokemon. Let's move on. Now let's watch the first scene in the anime featuring Tornadus. Hello and welcome to the anime portion of the video. Today we are watching Pokemon the movie White, Victini, and Zekrom. We're in the credits currently, so the adventure is all wrapped up. Ash and his friends are continuing their journey, and it's kind of just showing off a bunch of Pokemon and a montage of stuff. So listen to your heart and believe. And that is the first scene of Tornadus in the anime. Let's move on. Now let's see why other people love Tornadus. Now let's look at fan art. Hello and welcome to the fan art section of the video. Now we're sending fan art, so instead we're looking at DeviantArt fan art. For those of you who aren't familiar with the series, what we do is we go through these images until I find an image that doesn't contain a Tornadus. This is Tornadus by G Bomber. So Tornadus number 641, the stylized Tornadus here on this background that represents flying. Seems to be from either August 4th, 2022 or April 8th, 2022, depending on how they do their dates. Very well done. This is Tornadus, Majesty of the Winds by Draco Spiderstein. So we've got this quote here, "Rise above the storm and you will find the sunshine," by Mario Fernandez. This nice, a little bit more realistic Therian form of Tornadus. Very well done. This is Tornadus Therian back by Bloxable, so it's just a frame from the Gen 5 back sprite of Therian Tornadus. This image doesn't contain a Tornadus, so we'll move on. Thanks to everyone who submitted fan art. I won't be streaming tonight as I simply don't have time. Tomorrow I'll be talking about Thundurus, as always. This isn't my proper outfit, see me tomorrow.